Coach Moore here with Atomic Athlete. I'm going to talk to you guys today about your first check-in on a shred, or maybe your second, or maybe your third, and you come in and you've been doing everything right. You've been tracking, you've looked good, you feel good, your workouts have been good, people are even complimenting you, skin looks good, all that shit. You get on the scale for your check-in day, and not only have you not lost weight, you weigh exactly the same, or even worse, you've gained a few pounds. This is gonna happen to every single one of you eventually. It is just part of being on this magical journey called changing your body. Ultimately, the scale is a motherfucking liar, and I'm gonna tell you why. So we do all these things. We have all these measures of success. And like, if you look good, you feel good, people are complimenting you, your clothes fit good, your performance is good, you know you're on the right track. But unfortunately, we put so much weight on this one measure of progress, which is the scale. And ultimately, people can become slaves to a scale. We've all been there in the past, where if that thing is not moving, we are very, very upset with ourselves, and we're second guessing ourselves. Ultimately, it's not the scale, it's just your body doing horrible things to your brain, giving you more anxiety. So your secret mutant ability that you have, or what your body loves more than anything else, is homeostasis. That is maintaining the quid pro quo, keeping everything exactly the same. Your body does not like changes up or down. It likes things to be exactly the same. So as you start to diet, reduce sodium, reduce fat, reduce calories, your body freaks the fuck out. It thinks that you're dying. So what happens is you start to get into glycogen release. So your body starts to release glycogen, which is just a stored form energy, calories. It's just stored energy. Each gram of glycogen holds 3 to 4 grams of water, which means as your glycogen fluctuates, so does your water, okay? So what this means is you can hold an additional 3 to 6 pounds of water in a day. So that's how much your weight can fluctuate day to day, depending on what you're eating, what you're not eating, or how deep you are into a shred. Ultimately, what I have seen with this is you just have to stay the course. If all your other measures of success are successful, then stay the course and just know that the scale is just a scale. When we come in, what I do is I like to measure myself 2, sometimes 3 times a day, depending on my level of activity. I always weigh myself in the morning, sometimes I weigh myself in the afternoon, and then I usually weigh myself before bed or after dinner. And what I like to particularly notice is not a set weight, but instead, what is my high? My high is the highest weight that I typically see on the scale. And then what is my low, which is the lowest weight I see on the scale. So I'm a few weeks ahead of you guys on this shred. A few weeks ago when I came back from vacation, my high was 193.5 and my low was 191. A few weeks in, my high is 189.8 and my low is about 185.6. So, and I've seen that, so as long as I'm seeing that trend down on both sides, I know I'm seeing some measure of success in there. So that's my first big trick with this. My other big trick is notice with don't be erratic in how salty the food you're eating. So if you eat a whole lot of salt one day, you're gonna hold a lot more water. If you eat less salt a few days later, you're gonna lose a lot of water. So just understand that what you eat does kind of concern how much weight you hold or how much water weight you hold. But ultimately, what you'll see with this, and what I had to look back at all my old check-ins and see kind of like how this trended, but what I would see is I would see a little bit of weight drop, and then I would see a plateau for 2 or 3 weeks. And then what would happen, and I remember this very distinctly, I would get up to go to the bathroom and I would pee, and I just wouldn't stop peeing. And then I'd go lay down, I'd come back, I'd go pee again, and then I'd pee again, and then I'd pee again. And this would just keep going for about a day or two. And then when I weigh myself again, I would have a new low. And that would trend for about 2 to 3 weeks, and then all this would happen over again. So basically when my body decided oh no, he's actually losing weight, he's not gonna go back to that previous weight, it would just dump all that excess water. So you just have to have faith, you have to stay the course, you have to keep tracking, and you have to understand that the scale is a motherfucking liar. Keep tracking.